Alright, everybody, we're back for some more of my Walt Disney Classics 40th Anniversary Special, in which this time around we are going to be playing another PlayStation game, and that game is Jeopardy! Second Edition. So it's time to put our knowledge to the test yet again.
Hi, folks. I'm Johnny Gilbert. Let's just take care of a little business. That Tournament of Champions. One player. From the Sony Pictures Studios, this is Jeopardy!
Hi, and welcome to Jeopardy's Tournament of Champions. You know, only the very best players are invited to participate in our tournament. So congratulations to each of you. Let's get started. Here are the categories for the Jeopardy round. Letter to add. Cats and dogs. Begins and ends with the letter M. 100 make a African geography. And our last category, people. Your choice, player one.
African Geography 100.
Imzab, Tanazroof, and Souf are regions of the desert in Algeria.
What is the Sahara?
Player one. Yes, indeed.
The exit at the base of these falls is known as the boiling pot.
Player one.
What is Victoria Falls?
You got it.
This mountain system in northwest Africa is actually an extension of Europe's alpine system.
What are the Atlas Mountains?
Player one. Yes.
This Congolese capital was named for the explorer who in 1880 claimed the area.
What is Brazzaville?
Player one. Definitely.
This Nigerian city is built on several islands, including Ikoyi and Edo.
What is Lagos?
Player one. Right you are.
Okay.
The last one officially began January 1st, 1001.
What is a millennium?
Player one. That's it.
Psychic size between small and large.
What is medium?
Player one. You got it.
According to the title of a 1953 film, it's what Ethel Merman wanted to be called.
What is madam?
Player 1. That's right.
In a special promotion, Rite Aid pharmacies have tied this medical test to Mother's Day.
What is a mammogram?
Player 1. Right you are.
We're talking major whirlpool with this.
What is maelstrom?
Player 1. Well done, yes.
Okay, let's go with cats and dogs.
The turned-down corner of a book page, or Fido's hearing organ.
What is dog's ear?
Player 1. You're correct.
Or dog ear, yeah, that works too.
If you divulge a secret, you're letting the cat out of this.
What is the bag?
Player 1. That's it.
AKA a ballista, it was an ancient military weapon for hurling missiles.
What is a catapult?
Player 1. Yes, indeed.
Okay.
A 1974 hit song was titled The Cat's in This.
What's the cradle?
Player 1. Definitely. Answer? The Daily Double. Player 1, please make your wager.
This canine term refers to the hot, sultry period between July and September.
What are the dog days of summer?
Player 1. Ooh, sorry.
It's not? Just the dog days. What the heck? Alright.
Add this letter to make ink red, or at least a shade of it.
What is P?
Player 1. You're correct.
Add this letter to turn ire into something else that burns.
What is F?
Player 1. That's it.
Add this letter to lack to get what a taut rope lacks.
What is S?
Player 1. Right you are.
Add this letter to turn all into a place to buy all things.
What is M?
Player 1. Well done, yes.
Add this letter to rook to get someone who might rook you.
What is C?
Player 1. That's right.
Scrape together 100 sen, and you can trade them in for one of these in Japan.
What is yen?
Player 1. Yes, indeed.
The United Kingdom's pound sterling breaks down into 100 of these.
What are pence?
Player 1. Yes.
$100 paisas make up one of these in India.
What is
Player
a
1.
rupee?
You're correct.
100 of these make a French franc.
Player 1.
100 of these make a French franc. What are euros? What are euros?
Nice try, but that is incorrect.
Oh, phooey.
Player 3.
Oh, Centenes, or however you say it.
Yes, indeed.
Whatever.
If you would, player 3.
Let's go for people. For 100, Alex.
This comedian made the dean's list at Queens College. What would his TV neighbor Kramer think of that?
Who's Jerry Seinfeld?
Player 1. That's it. Player 1, what'll it be?
This American Gothic artist was an assistant professor of fine arts at the University of Iowa in 1934.
Who is Grant Wood?
Player 1. Well done, yes.
This Raging Bull director was a supervising editor on the 1970 Woodstock documentary.
Who is Martin Scorsese?
Player 1. That's it.
In 1968, this future Reform Party presidential candidate stock in EDS made him a billionaire.
Player 1.
Who is Ross Perot? H. Ross Perot?
You got it.
In her first #1 solo hit, she asked, "What's love got to do with it?"
Who's Tina Turner?
Player 1. That's it. And now to finish off the round.
100 of these make a mark in Germany.
What are Phoenix?
Player 1. Yes, indeed. Let's take a look and see how everyone's doing after the Jeopardy round.
You're off to a fantastic start, Player 1. You're still in the thick of it, Player 3. Player 2, you're in last place, but you do get to start things off first in Double Jeopardy.
Now it's time for the Double Jeopardy round. Dollar values double, and we have 2 daily doubles for you on the board. Let's see if you like these categories in the Double Jeopardy round.
A cliche from this sport.
Is that a tie?
The silver screen. 10 years later. Treaties. 19th century America. And here's the final category. Roman versions of Greek gods.
Player 2, you choose.
10 years later. For 200, Alex.
In 1959, he was president of the Screen Actors Guild. 10 years later, he was governor of California.
Player 1.
Who is Ronald Reagan?
Exactly. Player 1.
In 1910, there were 46 U.S. states. 10 years later, there were this many.
What is 48?
Player 1. Definitely.
In the 82-83 season, 60 Minutes was the #1 rated TV show in the United States. 10 years later, this was #1.
What is 60 Minutes?
Player 1. Yes.
In 1978, Bob Greasy was the starting quarterback for the Dolphins. 10 years later, it was this man.
Who is Dan Marino?
Player one. Right you are.
In 1810, Napoleon was at the height of his power. 10 years later, he was on this island.
Player one.
What is Saint Helena?
That's it.
All right. What do I want? Cliche from the sport. 200.
Hit below the belt.
Player one.
What is boxing?
Definitely.
Par for the course.
What is golf?
Player one. Well done, yes.
Threw him a curve.
What is baseball?
Player one. Right you are.
No holds barred.
What is wrestling?
Player one. That's it.
Not pulling one's weight.
Player one.
What is rowing?
Right you are.
I'll take 19th century America for 200.
On February 6, 1899, the Senate ratified the Treaty of Paris, ending this conflict.
Player one.
What is the Spanish-American War?
You're correct.
He served as governor of the Utah Territory until President Buchanan removed him in 1857.
Who is Brigham Young?
Player one. That's it.
In 1888, this suffragette organized the International Council of Women.
Who is Susan B. Anthony?
Player one. Well done, yes.
Oops. There. Let's keep it going.
Answer? The Daily Double. Player one, please make your wager.
1100.
To extend his influence over the Pacific Northwest, he founded the Pacific Fur Company in 1810.
Who is Henry Hudson?
Player one. Ooh, no, sorry.
No, it was John Jacob Astor. But I didn't wager too much, so that's okay.
His flagship, the Lawrence, was destroyed by British gunfire September 10, 1813.
Player two.
Hazard Perry.
That's right. It's your turn, player two.
Treaties. For 200, please, Alex.
Of the 5 treaties signed at the end of World War I, this one, with a French name, was signed with Germany.
What is Versailles?
Player one. Definitely. Player one, your turn.
The Constitution stipulates that the President makes treaties with the advice and consent of this government body.
What is the Senate?
Player one. Yes, indeed.
Until the 18th century, European treaties were generally written in this language of the Romans.
What is Latin?
Player one. That's right.
The 1979 Israel-Egypt peace treaty called for the return of this peninsula to Egypt.
What is the Sinai Peninsula?
Player one. Yes.
A concordat is an agreement between this religious leader and a sovereign nation.
Player three.
John Paul II?
You got it. Okay, player three.
Roman versions of Greek gods. For 200?
Aphrodite.
What is Venus?
Player one. That's right. Player one, what'll it be?
Poseidon.
What is Neptune?
Player one.
Who is Neptune, I mean?
You got it.
Zeus.
Who is Mars?
Player one. Nice try, but that is incorrect.
What?
Is that it? Player two?
Jupiter?
Definitely. Player two, you choose.
The silver screen. For 200, Alex.
Liam Neeson was nominated for an Oscar for playing a man named Oscar in this 1993 film.
What is Schindler's List?
Player one. That's it. Your choice, player one.
His son Tony wrote the last film he directed, The Dead. His daughter Angelica starred in it.
Who is John Huston?
Player one. Exactly.
1933 film with a line, "Oh no, it wasn't the airplanes, it was beauty killed the beast."
What is King Kong?
Player one. Definitely.
The 1991 Oscar envelope for Best Makeup was hand-delivered by Thing from this film.
What is the Addams Family?
Player one. Exactly.
Philip K. Dick's Do Androids Dream of Electric Sheep inspired this movie with Harrison Ford as an android hunter.
What is Blade Runner?
Player one. You're correct. Answer: The Daily Double. Player one, please make your wager.
Aries.
Now's the time for Who is Mars?
Player one. That's right. And the final answer of the round.
Hermes.
Who is Mercury?
Player one. You got it. That's the end of the Double Jeopardy round. Let's check out the scores. Player one, you've got the lead going into Final Jeopardy. Player two, you're not too far off the lead.
It's still anyone's game, player 3.
All right, now it's time for Final Jeopardy. I'll show you the category and give you a few seconds to think about your wager.
This is our Final Jeopardy category. American symbols.
Player 3, could we have your wager, please? Player 2, your wager, please. Player 1, please make your wager. Player 3?
Player 2.
A June 14, 1777 congressional resolution determined what should be on this, but didn't set the design.
Player 1.
All right, let's see if anyone came up with the right question.
Player 3. Your question. That's right.
Yep.
And the wager
I'll
was?
see you all for the next game right after the break.
Player 2. Your question. Sorry, that's incorrect. How much did it cost you? Player 1. Your question. That's right. And your wager was?
And that's all for the Tournament of Champions game. Let's see how everyone did. Congratulations to our winner, Player 1. Thank you so much for playing Jeopardy! Bye for now.